Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. May the peace, blessings and mercy of Almighty God be with you. Yes, I am actually in a rush to rush to the mosque and pray, but I have this I've wanted to do, and if I don't do it now, I don't know which other time. So kindly save it. I would save it on my platform. You save it on yours and try for it to reach our Nigerian brethren, because this is particularly for them and for all Africans at large. I'll begin by praising God and asking Him to send His blessings upon His prophets and messengers, and I ask Him to send His blessings upon righteous men and women who have lived, to the suffering people of Africa who've gone through hundreds of years of colonialism and slavery, who are still colonized by their own people. My dear brothers and sisters of Nigeria, I want to tell you that I come from a place called the British Southern Cameroons, or if you want, the former Southern Cameroons, Ambazonia. Some of you may know the history, and this is why I want to continue by thanking individuals like Adiola and other activists and journalists who have privately advocated for our case and, of course, cried our cry. We are a people who've once lived with you as brothers. But in 1953, our parents decided to pack out from a joint system that we shared. They packed out from the House of Chiefs of Enugu, that represents an equivalent of a parliament today. Your parents, who are our uncles and grandfathers in Nigeria, did not object that. They didn't stop them and they didn't brutalize them. They honored their exit. Upon return 1 year later in 1954, our parents formed the first democracy in Africa. The first government in Africa elected by their people was formed. But today, as you know, a lot of things happened in between 1961, 1972 till today, which we cannot get into. But if you want to know, get to our website. I'll refer you to previous messages of mine on this course, and you may know our history. But I want to tell you that today we have over 600,000 people who are displaced because of a war that has been imposed by the government of French Cameroon. I also want to tell you that we have over 1,600 people who are enslaved and jailed thousands of miles away from their homes. I want to also tell you that we have registered at least over 15,000 deaths. Babies, parents, old people, women and men. We have more than 40 villages razed and over 300 homes razed, in some cases with our parents raised in them. We have close to 170,000 refugees in your own country, by and large in the Cross River State. This is who we are. This is our plight, and you know it. I come here today in solidarity with you. We thank you for standing up, the youth of Nigeria, especially the artists, the celebrities, for standing up against rogue regimes that rule us instead of leading us. Nigeria is supposed to be the giant of Africa. From the day you had independence till this day, you cannot celebrate 1 minute of uninterrupted electricity in the entire territory. You cannot celebrate 1 second, as a matter of fact, of uninterrupted electricity in the entire Nigeria. You cannot. Nigeria is the giant of Africa, the 6th oil producing country in the world, and yet by mid-year you run short of fuel in your own country. You don't have fuel. There is scarcity of fuel, and you have queues mounting up to 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers for citizens trying to get fuel. But we cannot tolerate this anymore, and this is why we are standing up with you. We cannot tolerate this anymore. This is why we are queuing our voice behind yours to stand against brutality from a people who are supposed to enforce law that we promote. They call themselves policemen, SARS, or whatever. These are people we marshal our tax to train them in schools. These are our people we marshal our tax to get them up with clothes, guns, torches, buttons, offices, vehicles. They are unable to do their job. Nigeria is one of the most unsecure countries in the world. Nigeria is one of the most corrupt in the world. And one of the most corrupt people are the police. We cannot stand up and close our eyes, watch them do this anymore. This is why Southern Cameroonians are saying that they are with you. We cannot continue to breathe such nonsense. But I'm asking you, don't stop at ending SARS and all incompetences. The lawyers, the magistrates, you are the ones supporting and protecting the politicians that destroy Africa. You are the ones who tell and support them in court. You are the ones who write speeches for them. The magistrates are the ones who free them when they are guilty. The magistrates are the ones who rule over poor and the less powerless people into jails. The lawyers are the ones defending this evil. Stand up against these bad lawyers, these bad magistrates. Don't stand up just against SARS. Stand up against each and everyone who is corrupt. Kick out the old from the seat they don't belong to. Like PLO Lumumba said. What did he say? He said, those who have ideas have no power. And those who have power have no ideas. Nigeria has young stars with lots of ideas. Put them in the right places. Kick out the old who know nothing except mounting and piling girlfriends, buying them homes in Dubai, buying them homes in South Africa, buying them homes in Lekki, buying them homes in Ikeja, in Festac, in Asokoro, while we cannot have jobs. This has to end. And Nigeria, if you cannot stand up and be the giant of Africa, which we all think can compete with the best in the world, the United States, then you are leading us nowhere. But at the same time, you cannot do that by closing your eyes and ears to injustice to people who once jointly shared administration with you. If you want to stand for justice, stand for all. With this, I'm saying that we are with you and we support you. To the police officers, these African police officers who have misplaced their priorities, politicians use you to kill people you're supposed to protect. Politicians use you to assassinate, murder, torture, maim those who trained you in school, those who buy uniforms for you, those who give the money with which guns are being given you. They encourage you to beat them, to molest them, to torture them. The question I have for you, do your own children go to the schools the politicians' children attend? Do you eat the kind of meals they eat? While they take bribe of billions of dollars, you beat your own people for 500 francs and 200 naira and 50 naira like they will do in Nigeria and in French Cameroon. Was still the French Cameroon soldiers doing it on Southern Cameroons. The police people, search your consciences. When we fight the system that oppresses, we are fighting for you. If we feel fine, you're going to feel fine. If we sleep well, you're going to sleep well. If our children attend good schools, your children will attend good school. When you get up and take instructions to molest the people, perhaps you don't know who trained you. Police officers, whether SARS or whatever. We are the ones who train you in school. Without our tax monies, you don't have the education. Without our tax monies, you don't even have the gears to marshal the streets with. My dear Nigerians, Southern Cameroons is with you. But if you cannot fix the entire Africa, Nigeria will not be able to stand. A giant cannot stand without peers. While you fight against SARS and fight against all incompetencies, think about Southern Cameroons, whose more than 150,000 men, women, and children are camping in refugee camps in Nigeria. We thank you very much, especially the governors of these states that host our people. And then we thank all the journalists who've made our case public. And we are telling you that we are in solidarity with you. Thank you very much. Wa akru dawana and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Please share this message. Let our Nigerian comrades feel this. Let the police officers know that when we fight for them. Let the lawyers know that when they defend rogue politicians, is going to rain on their children. A landlord who brutalizes others should know that he or their children are going to travel and they are going to be tenants. With this much, I say Salamu Alaikum wa Rahmatullahi wa Barakatuh.